Welcome back. It's still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos, the Morning Express. But we are at Mainland Focus, a segment that is dedicated to hearing your opinion, as we do value your contributions on the topics that we have here. Without you, it would be nothing but a monologue. And so after we have this conversation, we'd like to hear your perspective on the matters that have been raised, hence Mainland Focus. Now, typically, we would select about 2-3 stories for further discuss. But today being Thursday, it means that you have leeway, you have the ability to choose whatever story you like, as long as it's of national significance, as long as it impacts the community, or maybe how it impacts you, but of course it has some sort of national significance. You are allowed to air those thoughts on radio. Also, most importantly, as long as it is within the ethics of broadcasting, it is within the principles that guide public conversations on public platforms, we can most certainly encourage such ideas. But please, we still have to be very careful that just because it's an open day doesn't mean that we should take advantage of it and, cause a stare on radio. I'm just saying that so that we're able to at least properly guide our conversation, our choice of words, the way we describe people, amongst other things. So it is Open Mic Thursday. You get to choose the stories of discuss, but then, as you know, it's our usual practice here to hear from Fuad, right? Fuad Said, our in-house analyst, get his perspective on the stories he thinks are deserving of more attention before we then open all the many channels through which you can communicate with us on radio. We have the phone line available, we have WhatsApp, we have text messages for those who use non-browsing phone, we have our streaming platform, Facebook and YouTube. So it's almost impossible for you to miss an opportunity to talk to us via these multiple channels. So the phone lines are jammed because of so many people calling at the same time. Send us a WhatsApp message. If you're able to do so, send a text message, and if you're streaming on Facebook or YouTube, you can drop a message there as well. It's straight to take in submissions, but like I said, let's hear from Fuad Side first before we open the phone lines. Fuad, thank you for being on standby. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Sage. I think my focus will be on the economy, because I think we've done a lot of review today around the economic policies, the need for us to have some form of convergence, really, between our monetary and fiscal policies. I think one of the things we need to also highlight is the need for fiscal discipline, because again, if there are no commitments really to a lot of the things we try to put forward when it comes to government fiscal policies, we're actually going nowhere. I think it's just time for the government to tone it down a bit on this aggressive revenue drive when it comes to tariffs, taxes, and all of that instruments of revenue generation that are intended really to take a lot of monies away from the people. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
The customs can continue to celebrate and give themselves some form of all kinds of targets. But again, what does it do to the overall interest of ordinary Nigerians when it comes to this aggressive revenue drive from tariffs, from taxes, and what have you? I don't think there's any country that has been able to tax itself to wealth. See, I have not seen any country in the world that it was through taxes and tariffs that they were able to re-order their economy and become prosperous. A lot of those countries that started from being underdeveloped to developing and now we're getting somewhere. The news is looking good. So that's the way to go. Can we also look at some other areas like agricultural sector, for example? Can we move from that mono economy to something around agricultural produce, for example? What about our solid mineral resources? Change. What are we doing with all of these just given resources that God has given to us? So you can see that one will come from a lot of hard work and dedication and even commitment. So because, look, we can't be talking about bringing down inflation and then you have this aggressive revenue drive of the government message. It's not solving any problem because it's almost like working across purposes. So at the end of the day, I think the economic team of this government, even though they may not be ready to listen to any advice, has to sit down, be more realistic, be more methodical about this issue. There are people who are saying that, look, the economic indications does not show government commitment really to solving the problem. They seem to have their heads and eyes on different, and we have to be careful and be truthful to themselves. Number one, can we just leave this IMF and World Bank people alone and look at some form of homegrown solution to our economic issues? And then number two, can we be more disciplined with the way we do? Does not show that, look, we are committed really to solving our problems. We can live in denial about it. And we've highlighted a number of those things. It is in those little details you know whether the government has a direction or not on some of these issues. And so we'll have to wait to see whether government will change its path really on this aggressive revenue drive on taxes and problems.
For If you'd want to send a WhatsApp message or a text, you can drop your submissions via Facebook or YouTube at Mainland. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can listen via Radio Garden, and you can also listen via our official website at www.mainlandfm.com, where you can be a part of all of our programs and also listen live. Let's take our first call for the morning. Don't forget, it's 2 minutes. That's what is allotted for you to speak. Tell me your name, you tell me where you're calling from, and tell us what your submission is. Hello, morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, Madam Sage, how are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
My friend Fuad too.
He's doing okay.
Yeah, God bless all of you. Today on Open Mic, Madam Sage, I'm Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Maryland.
Yes.
Yes, on Open Mic today, I want to express my great concern with regards to the policies of this APC government, and even the previous APC government. I think I firmly believe that we have to take action, very aggressive action. That is the people of the citizens of Nigeria, to liberate themselves from APC government. Nigeria is like a captured nation under the APC government. With type of inflation we are suffering, Nigerians are suffering excruciating pain. While the government officials are enjoying. This is not natural. If Nigeria is a very rich nation, we are not supposed to. It's only countries, banana republics like Nicaragua in South America, that should be suffering what we are suffering. Nigerians cannot continue to accept being slaves in their own country. Abraham Lincoln, the former president of America, has said that it is more honorable to die fighting for what you believe in than to remain a slave in your own country.
Thank you for calling.
Time. I'm not advocating violence, but I'm saying we should stand up and claim our right.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you, sir.
My name is Arnold. I'm calling from Kiki.
All right.
I've said it times with that number that Nigeria is a captured state. We have entered one chance. When Mr. President was campaigning, he told the world that he will be in charge of economy, and Vice President will be in charge of security. But the economy, each of them have not collapsed. Tell me, is the economy doing well? This man, when he was talking yesterday, Republic, Emma of Kano, he made mention, stylishly said that a thief is a thief. It doesn't matter if you are Christian, you are Muslim, if you are from the north, you are from the south, you are from the east, or you are from the west. And he did mention the people of integrity, that people that are empowered are not people of integrity. So where is people that don't have integrity, people that cannot do things in a dignified manner, where will they take Nigeria to? Others that is building Nigeria, we are talking of quality. That's how unfortunate. You have entered one chance. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me just read messages. Hopefully, somebody really sparks a conversation that we can build on. Let's see here. Good morning, Sage. Good morning. It's Eugene Chibukwe Oxlade. My take this morning is on the killing of another person for money, rituals, or other purposes. The National Orientation Agency and other individuals should start sensitizing youth against this menace. Again, capital punishment should be given to anyone that has killed another unprovoked. Similar cases like this have happened in the past, and those culprits are either walking free on the street and some are still in jail, like the killer of Chidima, the BRT man, etc. Thank you very much, Eugene Oxlade, addressing the problem of the incessant killings that we see usually for ritual purposes. Thank you very much. We have here, good morning mainland crew. Nobody should make excuses for the government that promised heaven and earth and is presently delivering otherwise for its people. From economy to security to health to education to power, which sector has actually improved since 2015? What we keep hearing are phantom airlines, cutlery's worth billions, individuals mining gold, but crude is for everybody. Gates worth 17 billion while EFCC plays the ostrich. Will we ever learn and stop promoting mediocrity? Chike from Akuti sent that particular message. We have Kayode from Ikotun who says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. Okay. Yes, everything is well. Thank you very much for your concern. We have here, good morning, Sage. Tinubu supporters should allow Obi rest. Obi is not the one that asked this administration not to perform. There is nothing that was said by Obi that has not been said on the station before, on social media, and even on other platforms. The president is not doing very well. He cannot, because of his policies and the kind of person he is, unless he reverses his anti-human policies. If you doubt me, check his antecedent when he was governor of Lagos. Look back to how the country was before he arrived, and look at what it is now. Things are quite difficult. Companies are closing down, businesses are closing up, and those that are existing are struggling. Common citizens are in pains, and even the rich are suffering. All he is after is the generation of money without bothering about the citizens and how they will get money. High taxation everywhere, and he doesn't like anything. Ola from Agbado. We have here also on WhatsApp, I have never seen or heard a country where citizens tolerate hypocrisy in the corridors of power. How can we have a small group of people who call themselves leaders who allocate incredible amount of money to waste in government house and luxury cars, and even lawmakers and ministers enjoy it? Yet when they come out to talk, they identify with suffering veterans of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. We have serving soldiers being killed by the minute in thousands. What fallen heroes are they even referring to? Is it the ones that are still being killed presently, or the ones that are languishing with all sorts of ailments and living in penury? It's a shame. Steve Oferi from Ijaniki. Alright, thank you very much. I think we'll just go back to taking phone calls now. 09136000410. We also have WhatsApp text message 09136000430. This is Open Mic Thursday, an opportunity for us to actually talk to existing issues, an opportunity for us to pick out a sector and talk about that sector, an opportunity for us to talk about the budget, an opportunity for us to talk about the fact that we're now producing more crude oil and what influence it's going to have on our economics moving forward. It's an opportunity for us to actually draw the attention of government to issues, for example, around the care of our fallen soldiers in commemoration of Armed Forces Remembrance Day. It's an opportunity for us to actually highlight many issues. You have an opportunity to bring up a subject matter and actually talk about it, and it will be so beautiful to actually see us maximize this opportunity and have deep intelligent conversations, talk about the inflation figures, the inflation trend, and the plans of the government to abate these trends. Do you agree with these methods, and in what ways, if you do not agree, do you think we can actually go about minimizing our inflation figures to the 15% that was promised to us? It's so many things that we can talk about, so many conversations we can raise on a free day like this one, and it will be, like I said before, very beautiful to see us actually do that. I'll go back to taking phone calls. Hello, morning to you. Please, can you turn down the volume on your radio, sir?
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is Miracle from Badagry.
Welcome.
Please, I want to give a suggestion. You understand? You see, this is our budget. I would like you guys to dissect it for citizens to understand what the government have in store for us. You understand me?
Yeah.
I think that would be very good, so that they will know all those frivolous spendings, all those irrelevant spendings. Let us know. Let us talk about it. Is this the way forward? You know, there are some things that are not budgeted for. The coastal line is not budgeted for.
Yeah.
The jets that the president bought is not budgeted for. Let us also see how much they pay for all these things. You understand? So I want us to dissect it.
On
You
Sunday.
can do it.
On Sunday,
please,
on
please.
Sunday
Thank you
by
very much.
6 p.m. Do well to join the program. Political Roundtable, join on Sunday.
I'm listening.
Yes.
So that even the supporters of the government will also understand what they're supporting. Sure, you get.
Yes.
They will know whether this is bringing bringing change or not. Say again.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Just listen to Political Roundtable on Sunday. I believe that would be one of the matters that would be raised on that particular day, so we can have an insight into the budget and all the allocations.
Hello.
Good morning. I can hear you. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Sister, good morning. No.
Yes.
It's Koboko, Professor Koboko.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me very well, sister?
I can hear you. Go on ahead, sir.
Thank you. I don't know why MBC never give Alhaji Fuad award. I don't know why. Since I want to thank all Nigerians, say, God will help me. I catch two Okote. I catch you Okote. My trap catch you Okote to question the fate of subsidy. My open mic. I'm very, very highly ultimate crying this morning. Terrorists killed 40 farmers last week in Borno. Killed 40 rice farmers last November in Enugu. Killed 50 farmers last November in Kaduna and burned their farm. Killed 3 corn farmers last November and burned 50 bags of corn. I'm very, very not happy this morning. My advice to the president: give more opportunities for states that want to generate electricity on their sets. Any tax reform bill that will not give us infrastructure, educational facilities and packages for research, health infrastructure, road networks, industrialization, take care of children out of school. Tinubu should look into 11 advices given to him by P2V, 2nd of January 2025, that will take us into Eldorado. And help Nigeria for its renewed economy. Now, the retired general that is worth $20,000 from Medica, the generals are now crying for saying their tax is becoming too much. Tinubu should also settle the covenants that is in the war front, so that let us leave the board of these terrorists that is disturbing us. In conclusion, you see those terrorists in army uniform in Southeast that are mounting roadblock. If you take them.
All right. Thank you very much. Please don't forget it's just 2 minutes per conversation. All right. I sometimes try to allow you land, but then if we keep going around in circles, we'll spend more than 2 minutes and prevent other people from speaking as well. All right. Please, let's work with the 2 minutes. 09136000410. That is the number to call. When you call, please introduce yourself and let's get straight to the conversation. And also bear in mind you have just 2 minutes. All right. Hello.
Hello, Baba. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Morning to you.
Yeah, I'm just taking my tea now under heat. I'm sweating. Though I'm supposed to sweat taking tea, but this one is extraordinary because I came back home since yesterday. There is no light. It has been happening like that, not only today and yesterday. All these days, I have not been sleeping with light. And then in my shop area around Onigban side, Nipan Farm Group, or what we need to be specific, the same thing. I get to shop from morning. They will not bring light until around 7 o'clock in the evening, and I cannot walk. And this is the same situation that the NEPA people will have their God, will have their country, and lack the fear of God, and lack feeling for humanity, and bring a bill of 260,000 naira in a compound that I can count how many people are not working. One of the women that was selling at the Dumota was driven away for government developmental projects, and so many there that are not doing anything. And then the federal government is keeping quiet. My question this morning is, yes, the inflationary rate has gone to 38 point something, and then Nigerians are hungry, and then you allow some people to capitalize on the patience and the simplicity of Nigerians to make us dry, to become an affront for us, bringing ladder that I want to disconnect the life for what you cannot pay. How can you move a bill from 28,000 in September to 58,000 in October, and then you take it to 260,000 in November? So the same people, the same meter, and the government is not helping us. Finally, yesterday I went to Lawanson. On my way back at the bus stop, I saw a young boy, and he asked me, sir, please, I am hungry. I walked past him. I did not want to pay attention. But after somebody told me, and I looked back, I saw him. I saw innocence on his face. I walked back to him to
to Malam Place. I bought a bread of 500 and something else. How much I spent that day, I never expected to spend that money. What am I saying? Nigerians are hungry. Tinubu, come and sit down in Nigeria. Stop troubling.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you for your good deed. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This is Geek. I'm calling from Onekman.
All right, welcome.
Hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so just like Peter Moses said, it seems the discourse, because now I'm actually under IKADC, it seems they've turned into a syndicate of I don't want to say something. They overbilled me in September last year, and I complained. Up to now, they've not rectified it. Prepaid meter is ready. I can't receive the prepaid meter. Yet they are still sending me estimated billing. You get my point? I don't understand all this. Is it that they want Nigerians to get angry and do things that would be uncalled for? Because for me, I can tell you clearly, if there is a protest today against IKADC, I'll be one of the people leading the protest because it's annoying. I can't be paying for what I'm not using, and I'm trying to fix an error you did by yourself, and they're refusing to fix it. And then you look at the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, Sage.
Yeah.
In that page, I can tell you for free, I'm not seeing Joe Biden being absent on the Remembrance Day of the United States. I start to be corrected. Where is the president for crying out loud? The president,
He's in UAE. He was in UAE. He's been in UAE
for
a few days.
You let the Remembrance Day of the fallen heroes of this country and the UAE, and you want us to fix security problems. Which body language are you giving out there? And I told the soldiers in the war front that I don't care about you. And finally, please, like I said yesterday about that guy that killed his girlfriend, they should investigate properly where he was taking that egg to. Because what I've noticed is the show of words on social media, on the internet and all, are making youth go crazy in the pursuit of words. Have a great day, my sister.
You have a better day. I mean, it's not any form of defense, but he was represented, right? He's been in UAE a few days before that particular day for the summit, so he was represented, and I believe that's the whole point of having people around you that can actually take on certain responsibilities when you are away. But of course, your opinion is yours, and all we can do is respect it. Let's go back to taking contributions. Hello.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
I'm calling from Ragun.
Welcome.
You see, mainland studio, your management is doing well because I begin to hear many sound now. You know, way forward, if Nigeria wants to be good, every public figure who will serve in a public.
Oh, we try to call back. I really hope that you're able to reconnect. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sage.
Good morning to you.
This is Timothy calling you from Ojo.
Welcome.
I want to thank Miriam for giving us this opportunity to always share our view. God bless you.
And you too.
My take this morning is that all the travels our president has been traveling, what have we gained? I'm telling you the truth. What impact has Nigeria made with it? We have not benefited anything. Okay. When President Tinubu removed subsidies, he told us he rolled out the palliative. Since then, who has benefited from that palliative? Now they are bringing another palliative. And Fuad asked a very concrete question. How would they know the poorest of the poor through NIN? You can see it's a fraudulent move to even support our money. I'm telling you the truth. This is what Buhari did. Schools feeding children. I will not see any impact. And this man is still bringing up all these things. So, listen to the earnings of Nigerian people. What we are saying, which is easier for us, so that the life God has given for us will not be a barrier. We will do this right because one thing we lead. I don't know why human being are becoming problem of another human being. Like God has blessed us with so many things, and yet you see how we are suffering. Are you with me?
I am with you.
See, what am I begging the government this morning? People cannot feed. Inflation is too much. All these star here and there. Bring them down. Bring them down. You are making more money and people are suffering. What is the essence? You are making more money. People cannot eat. I don't understand though. God will help us in this country. Have a nice day.
Have a better one. Thank you very much for calling. It's the Facebook now. Olumiwa on Facebook says, Good morning, Mainland FM. Emia Sanusi is very blunt on his opinion. This government is unwilling to listen to the opinion of anyone else, except you say something nasty to them on radio or abuse them on radio. That's what you wrote there. The only puts a question mark in front of any kind of democracy that we have in practice here. All right, thank you very much, Olumiwa. Omoni Tokede says, Indeed, it is difficult to juxtapose the extravagance of President Bola Tinubu's government with the extreme hardship the people are passing through, like Emia Sanusi said. Most of us are tired of the government's lethargy to alleviate people's poverty. Alright, thank you very much, Omoni. We have an auto Michael Michael who says, Hello, Mainland FM. It's unfortunate that the only strong structure that we're building is party structures, rather than having a strong institution like ICPC, EFCC and others that will bring alleged corrupt political office holders to book, thereby putting a stop to the corruption that keeps digging deep in the country. The ruling party is busy impeaching Lagos Speaker, who was not even in the country as we speak, but from the reasons given for his removal, it was basically insubordination and disloyalty, while the misappropriation and corruption allegation that had been leveled against him was not that loud. To me, it's glaring that the greatest offense any political office holder can commit under the ruling party is not even fraud, but being disrespectful. This to me shows that this administration is just chasing mere shadows, and I'll keep saying that if we do not kill corruption, corruption will bury the country. On the issue of the terrorists killing 40 farmers in Borno State, which is very unfortunate, not after the president said they are winning the fight against terrorism in the country. In my view, I feel it is time for the president to remove all political sentiment and reshuffle his cabinet and remove incompetent ministers, especially the Minister of Defense, Power and Information. They have not performed as far as Nigerians are concerned. God bless Nigeria. Temidokwa Onotoye from Ijagemo community. Thank you very much for your insight. We appreciate you. I'll read a couple more messages from WhatsApp before I double back to the phone lines. I'm now reading from WhatsApp. We have here, hello Sage, good morning. Yes, she's doing okay. The high inflations are unwanted destruction of lives and properties in all parts of Nigeria is very worrisome. Most people are unable to take care of their families or even send their children to school. Life at the moment is very difficult and seems miserable. Taxes are paid to bandits before farmers can enter their farm. Millions of naira are paid to kidnappers to secure the release of their victims. The government should have shown empathy to its citizens. If the privileged individuals cannot assist the less privileged, their wealth is nothing and is shame to them. Noah from Igondo. Thank you very much, Noah. We have Good Morning Mainland FM. My open mic today is on the idea of sharing money in form of palliatives. Who is rich now? What is the criteria to determine poor people? Do poor people have phones? Why do we love to do wrong things and yet expect miracles? Ifeanyi from Ashishi there with multiple messages. We have Good Morning Mainland FM. Please, there is no single street light from Oshodi to Abulegba on Abeokuta Expressway. Please, the police at Ilego in Abulegba should organize themselves well and stop sending civilians to collect bikes from bike people. The street light at Old Ota Road Abulegba is not coming up. Some bulbs are bad anytime it comes up. It's Yoma from Abulegba. Alright, thank you very much. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. I'm glad we all believe with the notion that this government started on a very wrong note economically and have brought about very wrong monetary policies that would not bring any positive change and will not bring food on our tables. For the elections, Otilo to our foreign reserves to buffer our naira too. They are forcing the Lagos Calabar road on our necks and so on. We preached against all of this before the election because we saw exactly how this was done to Lagos. You want to blame the telecom sector for planning to increase their tariff. No worry, them will give us rice again as palliative. This government is bad and would only increase the MPR rate. They will bury businesses and end Nigeria. Well, thank you for being a fella better Pekin Jari. Fidelis from Shomolu. Okay. Wale Oguntogo from GRA Ikeja says, Good morning to you, Sage and Fuad. The problem of our electricity supply in Nigeria has to be looked into holistically. Our main electricity issues is the obsolete state of our national transmission lines. If these lines are not refixed, no matter the amount of megawatts generated to be transmitted, due to the constant collapse of the weight of the generated megawatt on these obsolete transmission lines, if our electricity issues are addressed, many unemployed people would find a way of engaging in self-employment. The government should therefore plan to replace the old transmission lines first and then plan for how to increase the megawatt generated and transmitted to the discos. Thank you. Enjoy your day. You enjoy your day too. Thank you so very much. We have another message here. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mainland FM. Dolakwa from Ipaja says the entirety of this government is quite lazy. They're always looking for the easiest way to make cheap money at the expense of the already impoverished citizens. They all left the mineral resources that God gave us free of charge untapped, plus the fertile land and a wonderful weather. All these are enough for any nation with reasonable hard-working leadership that has integrity to generate a good IGR and make enough wealth for the nation without necessarily draining the blood of the citizens through multiple taxation to make cheap money. These monies they are making is a bad money. Citizens can no longer eat again because the government wants to make money at all costs through the cheapest means possible. All right, thank you very much. We have another message here. Good morning, Mainland FM. My name is Bolaji from Ijoko. My open mic is on our 46 natural resources being taken away from our country on a daily basis by foreigners in collaboration with certain leaders. No one is talking about it, even when the proceeds are not used or mentioned in the budget. Let us talk about it and ask our government questions. Secondly, the fraudulent election laws that brought leaders to power needs to be urgently and honestly reformed to pave way for the voters to vote and make their votes count. Dakwa Abiodun should please fix Ijoko Agbado Road immediately after 14 years of abandonment in Ogun State. All right, thank you very much, Bolaji from Ijoko. We appreciate you. Back to the phones now, 0913 6000 410. Morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, sir.
My regards to Fuad over there.
Yes.
John from Boba.
Welcome.
Yes, we've been talking about politics. I think yesterday 40 farmers were killed. Today again, some soldiers and some were ambushed. Honestly, it's becoming one too many for this government. If they cannot tackle insecurity, I think they better resign. You again collected money from subsidy. You remove subsidy, you make more money, but you are not. It's not impacting on the lives of the people. Yet you go and borrow money, and you borrow money, you don't put it to good use. Like one somebody said that you have abundant mineral resources here, but they are not tapping into you. And those that are mining the mineral resources are not checked. Even the one we have are not being accounted for. The money you make, you are not making good use of it. Share it among yourself. You go again for your colleagues or your allies. Why they are not? Why are they not thinking it through? Why? It's not rocket science now. Say, good government is not rocket science. Except they like the way to do the right thing. That's just it. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Yes, I like this a lot.
Welcome.
First of all, let me first of all talk to my fellow Nigerian. If we remember vividly, this issue we find ourselves, it is not today. Nigerians should understand we have been sleeping all along. We never enjoyed this democracy. We need to be sincere with ourselves. Whether this democracy is favoring or sleeping, that's the bottom line that I want to address. First of all, tell Nigeria, and we should not expect any magic from these people because they are borders of this woman. What they said yesterday is a degrade to the government. Somebody who has served this country meritoriously. You left the family. You dragged them away from the barrack. No access for house. No access. Look, what do you expect? People in government, people who is now in service, they will have that mind of whatever they can take away from the something. That is where corruption started for their pension. It's unfortunate. Well, on the issue of security, I observe that most of our governors, they are not helping the station. I'll give you an example of Lagos where we are. Look, if you go to Baga, most of this lorry carry cow to this country. To Lagos. You see, thousands of them, follow the car enter. No security, no checking. I remember they captured some of them with ammunition. What is Lagos State government doing? Most of them are not Nigeria, and that is why you see them on Okada, riding under their Okada rider everywhere. So Lagos, the government, especially Sanwo-Olu, you said this is a mega city. Nothing is being done. Well, on the issue of palliative, President Bola Tinubu should please, we are begging him for goodness sake, he should not spend our money on palliative again. Do the needful.
Thank you.
Security is unfortunate.
Thank you.
We should not be.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Madam Say. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Fuad.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. My open mic this morning is channeled to this Prof before it. They have been saying it. This man removed subsidy and almost 200 million of Nigeria are suffering from it. Now you are telling us that you want to pay 70,000 What for? He said, in fact, Nigeria have entered, the situation they cannot come out from. I know how this thing just bastardize a lot of life. Even my personally, this their useless subsidy remover affect me a lot. I know what I'm facing. So they are just deceiving people. I don't know who is going to rescue us from this useless system.
And focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. If you're just tuning in, it's Open Mic Thursday, an opportunity for you to call in and talk to us about something you think we should shed or put the spotlight on. There are many things going on in the country, many initiatives, many plans of the government. We've been reviewing the papers since Monday, and you probably didn't get an opportunity to send your opinions in, maybe because the phone lines were jammed. Well, today is another opportunity for you to do so. You're not bound by any of the stories. You can address any story, new, old, or developing. So call 0913600410. 2 minutes is what is allotted to each caller, so we can get as many conversations as possible. You can also reach us via our streaming platform, Facebook and YouTube. We're currently streaming the program live, so go to our streaming platform and drop your submissions on there. You can also send a text message or a WhatsApp message to 0913600430. My name is Sage Babalola, so when you call, do well to tell me your own name, where you're calling from, and let's get straight into conversations. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. Hello. All right, do make it back if that was you. Hello, good morning to you.
Morning to you, Lady Babalola.
Good morning.
Are you hearing very well?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, my dear. My name is Prince Wyatt. Calling you from Amuwodo.
All right.
You see, this story. I want to appeal to Lagos State government. The president federal government. The 19 Jan to Oshodi. That road is one of the best roads in the world. But the light is not on. So I want them to provide light. In fact, in every road, every street, Lagos provides light. Because when you are saying you are fighting difficult, you provide light in every corner is part of fighting security for it. So I want you to do this for us. And finally, for today. Well, you know, this country, I look up at that. Corruption is a problem. Look at the amount of money recovered from Alice Madi,
Jaydan,
former minister for petroleum. Attack America for give us back our money. But they make a lot of money for 10 years. The interest pays to those people who are holding the money. So Nigeria, I don't know. This is to feed yourself, feed your family, have a good house, have a better start, right? Why you want a billion? When somebody stole billion in this country, to get there is very difficult. That's why I always praise UFCC. And I'm also on the court to plead all those stolen billion. You then the special court, within 2 years, if our money can be received from there, fine good. If they are not culpable, let them go. But in a case last year, 15 good 20 years, it's not good for the country. And that's why I'm asking for special court. And again, I want to all the authorities, AFCC, the federal government, all the money recovered should go to special account. Let Nigeria know how much to recover. That's what Nigeria know how to spend it. And that is it. Only is not good for this country. We want Nigeria to get better. All of us, corruption is a problem. Everybody must start this concept.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Once we give you the prompt round of, please do so. Other people want to speak as well, please. Thank you very much. Hello.
Lady Sage, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Gege Joshua.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think today is open mic now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a while. Lady Sandra is on leave, Abby?
Yes.
Okay. I send my greetings to her. Happy New Year to her.
Thank you.
Yeah, my take is on this Lagos Calabar coastal road. In fact, I don't know. Let me just speak to President Tinubu. I understand that he's out of the country or there, but then, so that's on Mr. Governor, please help us to beg President Tinubu. Lagos Calabar Road must be delivered at least. I don't know. I cannot say in 4 years because his first term is almost complete. There must be a proper plan before he leaves office. I don't know, because the way he's ruling Nigeria now, it's almost as if he doesn't need second term. But then, I want Lagos Calabar Road to be a success. Please, if they have to go and borrow money, I don't know. They have to sell some stakes, let them sell it to make sure they use the money to build Lagos. That road is so important to we the Niger Delta people.
Wait, if they need to sell what?
If they have to sell any state, let them sell, just to make sure.
I'm not sure. Are you saying sell any assets?
Sell any asset, sell anything they have to sell to make sure they build that road. See, we are suffering in Niger Delta. I'm telling you, see, Lady Sage, my direct village in the next 20 years may not exist again. The sea is claiming all our villages. The sea is claiming I'm telling you, in the next 20 years, my direct village may not exist again. If you are hearing, there is a particular village in Ondo State, now called Ayeto. That Ayeto was where all these white people, where they came, they do a lot of industries in that village. Now, presently as we speak, that village is almost vanishing. The people are now relocating to the town.
Thank you.
The nearby towns. Please, let him do this coastal road. Please, I'm begging him.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I still needed you to answer me, but I'll just assume you said sell any asset, because I don't want to believe that my brain is telling me what you actually said is what I think you said. But for the sake of calm, I'll just assume you said sell any asset. Thank you very much for your opinion. Let's take a few more phone calls. Hello.
Hello, Madam Sage.
Good morning to you.
I'm Edward calling from Congo.
Yes.
My check is on this palliative. Yeah, give it monetary one. You see, Nigerians supposed to know now that 8 years of Buhari wasted, and this particular president now wants to copy to complete Buhari. And what they're supposed to, many people now, I'm advising many people now to make sure that APC did not even emerge on any election, because they are there to destroy the Nigeria.
They are here to do what?
They are there to destroy the...
Lord have mercy. Thank you. Hello.
Glory be to God. Engineer Neil from Yaba, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, you see, my open mic today, somebody said that all the projects, some projects are not projected for. There is no project that should not be captured in a budget, whether supplementary or real budget proposal. If it is not, it means we are in a jungle. There is no plan at all. So I don't want to believe that no budget, there are no project, some projects are not in the budget. All of them are in the budget. And if people that are executing it, they are not doing it that way. It means that they are not ready for Nigeria. They are not qualified to rule Nigeria. That is what the way I look at it. Let us have a streamlined budget. You do a supplementary. There should be some people that will factor it into the real budget. This now that we are running about four budgetary proposition is not good for Nigeria, and it calls for corruption. And people should look at it. The National Assembly should look at it. If it is infraction, let 1/3 make a vote of no confidence, and let us have a nation that we are of our dream. Enough is enough. All these bandits that are coming to Southwest is economical. You look at where they are entering. Their economic area of Western region. The nation has gold. Oklogo has gold, and that's where they are going. Why should they focus on those areas? They should do something about it. And going out of Mr. President, going to post that he will do this for foreigners, why Nigerians are suffering.
Thank you.
This should stop.
Thank you very much for your comments. I'm going back to Facebook now. Ayok Akintude Omogbola says, good morning, Sage. Tinubu supporters are the ones that do not like the country. You cannot love this country and support this administration with the way the country is. Was this how we met the country? There's no pressure group. There's no opposition party. The opposition parties are all in disarray at the same time. under this administration. Under the House of Assembly, that is a rubber stamp. Let the follower with emotion continue to celebrate failure. This is the real one chance. All right, thank you very much for your message, Akitude Bolaho. I'm still reading from Facebook. We have one here, Clement, who says, I'm calling on the NCAA to look into why Dana Airline has refused to make refund to their airline passengers since they were grounded last year, April. Dana Airline cannot be reached in all social media space. Clement from Abule Joko. All right, thank you. We have Benjamin Issa, who says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. To me, what moral justification does this government have to tell the telecom sector not to hike their tariff about 60%, where they themselves hiked the pump price, which is the life wire of the country, above 1,000% without consulting anyone? Today, Nigerians are suffering untold hardship, and the government seems unconcerned. Instead of engaging in things that will benefit the masses, they engage in sharing of palliatives that will not take the country anywhere economically. Nigerians should be wiser as 2027 election draws closer. Benjamin Lise from Shogunle. Thank you very much. Bernard says, good morning, Sage. On the plan to increase the telco's tariff, they would have improved on their network first before doing that, especially the indigenous green network. Oh, I do know what you're talking about, but enough said. We have Prince Leo Zoma. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Before I go on my take on Open Mic today, let me first commend the clarity of your station on Radio Garden app more than any other station in Lagos. I'm listening from Anambra State. I therefore ask you guys to please keep it up. Thank you so very much. We have my Open Mic today is that I've been trying to find out what sector of the economy will give Nigerians the ray of hope for survival in 2025 and beyond under this APC-led government, and I'm yet to find one. Please can someone help me out in this regard? Leo Ozoma from Isolo, Lagos. Darlington Ogbo says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. Sage, this your intro song today. You need to tell us who you played it for. What intro song are you talking about? My own is that on that guy who murdered his girlfriend, I beg, make them marry 6 feet 2. No long story. Darlington from Okoko Michael. Sage, enjoy your day. You too. Well, he's been arrested and I'm sure he would have his day in court. Olumiwa says, good morning, Mainland FM. As usual and expected, Mohammed Idris has replied Emia Sanusi this morning. I did see that. And I know other spokespersons are still preparing their speech, but I'm worried with the attitude of this government to criticism. Are we truly practicing democracy? My view and advice for them is to sit up, as propaganda will not help them. Is the National Assembly even thinking or electoral reform at all before 2027? It's worrisome that we're in this mess and we've entered one chance, like somebody used to say. I wish to know where they copy this template of sharing palliative from, because it is another way of enriching pockets of politicians that are illegally here. Muiwa from Abuja. All right, thank you very much. We also have here The World, who says the reason for the North being against the tax reform bills can be justified to an extent. How can we just wake up and start taxing people for coming back to the country to rest after years of grueling work abroad? Very soon, women will be paying tax for giving birth to children. Even Sage will be paying tax for drinking coffee. Waiting Musa no go see forget. Secondly, let the government endeavor to look into our mineral resources and make good use of them so that the GDP can grow. We need to fight insecurity as it is getting out of hand. There was the news that an expatriate died as his car plunged into the river in Rivers State while running from kidnappers. What light do we think this place would be to the country? The Southwest should be fortified against terrorists, and Sharia law should not be allowed in South, as the South is a circular region. All right. Kabiru Adigbenru says, good morning, Sage and Ogafwa. This is the new year for goodness sake. This government should do things that will make Nigerians' life better. God bless my country, Nigeria. I'll read one more back to the phones. We have Ralphie War AGK, who says the easiest way of knowing the clueless government is the one who chooses palliative and to borrow and share formula. This government has nothing to offer rather than borrow money to entertain themselves from country to country. They're just enjoying their private jet. Thank God we're all in it. All right, thank you very much. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. Let's answer this call. Hello. Hello.
Madam.
Good morning.
Yeah, Dr. Prince from Ojo, Lagos.
All right then.
My take this morning is it's unfortunate the way and manner the former speaker of Lagos team of was implemented. But at the same, it doesn't give me joy anyway, but I'm happy about it. Do you know why?
Why?
Yes, do you know why? I'm happy to hear that has been impeached. But other politicians will get to learn a lesson and understand that power belongs to God. That man, Chiru, was a promoter of faith and ethic politics. He was one of the people I know very well that was against other people in Lagos to go out and vote. But telling people to keep away from Lagos politics.
Allegedly.
If you are not maybe from a particular region of this country.
Allegedly.
Is that how things are supposed to be? Is that how things are supposed to be? Right? For somebody in that capacity to be telling people to keep away from politics in a particular state where they have lived for more than 20, 30, 40 years and more, that's our constitution. Well, the constitution that guides this country as a booklet that contains the rules and regulations promoting tribalism, ethnic politics, and all the rest of them. He was even one of the people behind this demolition of people's structures here and there. I was listening to him. He said he wouldn't mind going ahead to maybe change the exact laws to favor his own political beliefs. So people should learn a lesson from there. So it's unfortunate the way he went, but let it be a good lesson for him. I want to believe that the new person will not go that way. They should be fair and very objective in her manner of approach to issues, mostly political things.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you for your insights. I want to speed up the phone calls before we finally wrap up with text messages. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Please, can you turn down your radio?
Okay, it's down now. My name is Solution.
Welcome.
Yes, so I want to speak on the crude oil increase, production increase. What has been said about the crude oil increase in crude oil production for Nigeria?
Yeah, 1.5 million.
Okay, now there's something. Ministry of Petroleum says something. NURP says something. OPEC says something. Those figures are always different from each other. That said, if in reality the production of crude oil has been increased, production has been increased, there was something called ECA, excess crude account, before this administration came. Whatever has been gotten, I think it should still be put back into the ECA, since it's about generation of income. And this is where Nigeria generates most of our income, or most of our dollars anyway. So if we have increased production, as I say, and we are earning more, then maybe we should put more money into the ECA. That is my take. I mean, you save what you have. If you are getting more, save as much as you can save. Because the way it is, crude oil will go up, will go down, will go up, will go down. It's a cyclical thing. So there's boom and bust. So if you're in this area of boom, let's save as much as you can save. And for the other companies that are doing production, Nigeria, there's lots of more refineries, a lot more companies coming up. I think they should be encouraged. At the same time, if they need to wield some big stick for some companies that are not actually producing but are holding on to oil blocks, that should also be done too. The idea is to get as much production as can be done in Nigeria for the betterment of the country.
Okay.
That's my take.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful morning. I can still take one more phone call before we stop taking phone calls for just this morning. 0913 6000 410. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you. Your name, please.
Abdullah Ghani is my name. I'm calling from Ojiji.
Okay.
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to contribute. And I really appreciate Raj Fuad. God will continue to bless him.
Amen.
And you too.
Amen.
So, the thing is this. What I want to say. Where is the progressive in this Tinubu government? Tinubu was saying then when he was fighting the military to go as a member of progressive. Where is the progressive in government now? The interests of Nigerians are not captured. The only interest of Nigeria that are captured is the interest of the rich people that are well to do. The interest of the masses are not captured in his government. Where is the progressive? Is this how I will contribute to the Nigerian when he was alive? And all of them are claiming that they are following the footsteps of Awolowo. Is this the way Awolowo lead this country before he died? I'm surprised in this government. everything is going up every day. There's no any means of coming. Things will come down. Is this how to progressive rule a country? It's very, and if people are still there supporting him that he's doing well. He's doing well when the masses are suffering. Is this how when the government is doing very well, the masses of the country is suffering? The power will lead the country. And the way somebody mentioned it seems like he's not interested in second term. If not because of the opposition is in Israel, I don't think he's interested in second term. This will be the last time that he will rule this country.
Thank you. Well, in 2027, I guess we'll find out. Let's go back to taking contributions. Good morning, Sage. Thank you for the information. Radio should be for information and education. What do Nigerians really want? If the president is in Nigeria yesterday to deliver the speech, Nigerians will tag this speech as speechless. Well, whatever that means. Now he was an official assignment here. Some Nigerians are still lamenting. What do we really want as a country? If Mr. President had goofed yesterday, that stop would have changed. Thanks, Mr. President Hafiz from Lagos. Okay. I salute you, Ms. Sage. When did Mr. President say he would be in charge of economy while the VP will be in charge of security? Sage, why did you allow that caller to get away with lie on national radio? Then again, if the government borrows money, you complain. If the government pushes for revenue drive, you complain. What do we want? The government has been able to increase our oil production to 1.8 billion barrels per day. It's actually 1,507 million barrels per day, the highest in a long time, in a bid to drive up our revenue. The 5% deficit of 2025 budget to GDP is a commendable reduction from 6.4% of 2024 budget deficit to GDP. We should be optimistic for a better budget performance this year. Lastly, people should be informed that investments are coming in droves to the country. A Brazilian country is investing about $2.2 billion into livestock, as well as Saudi Arabia's SALIC is investing $1.2 billion as well, and more investment are coming in. People should keep themselves informed and talk from the point of view of knowledge and not ignorance. If the president does not travel, he would have investment. How would he have investment coming rather? Remember that immediately Mr. President came in, he visited the UAE, where he negotiated the visa cancellation and the flight ban by the UAE government, which Dubai flight operations have since commenced. Yet we question the president's traveling. We will be all right. God bless Nigeria. FM from Ogun State. All right, thank you very much. We have here, good morning, Sage and Oga Fuad. My open mic today is about the farmers that were killed in Borno State. It's very sad that an evidence that insecurity is still on the high side and it needs urgent attention. Nigerians are living in fear on a daily basis with hunger. The so-called palliative is nothing to write home about, as only the few party members benefit from it. My question, who would help us out in this present situation? God bless Nigeria. Prince Samuel Orji from Apapa, Lagos. We have hello in the house. The problem with us is we talk too much, but there's hardly any action. On inflation, hardship and bad economy, the situation will continue unless the Naira is revalued by the CBN to be better than what they meted. This should be done immediately. Otherwise, we will all go and occupy CBN and National Assembly and call for Naira revaluation and also at the removal of CBN Governor Akpa Gwadioun. Okay, thank you. We have my open mic is on corruption. It seems like it has come to stay because of the level of lawlessness, insecurity and hunger in the country. It keeps growing daily. No man can stand hunger. With our situation right now, we are rehearsing the script that has been written by politicians to be performed in the 2027 election. Since we are not ready to legally cause them to reform our electoral laws to allow for free, fair and credible election. Today, our politicians have succeeded by unleashing poverty, confusion and depression on the citizens so that they would have no choice but to scramble for a meal. Operation Dibokosebe is growing and spreading fast like wildfire. All right, thank you very much for your message. We have here Rosemary, who says, good morning, Sage. This government has nothing to offer. Do you know that early last year I bought vegetable oil at 10,000 naira and today the same vegetable oil is 23,000, and so people are still supporting this government. It is well with my country. Thank you very much, Rosemary. And also here we do have Sean Johnson, who says, my open mic is on diversification, which I've been an advocate of. Let the country focus on our God-given wealth, which we all know can pay off our debts times 4. My question is, did we sign a deal that Nigerians would never focus on their natural wealth? Other African countries have used their wealth to pay off their debt. The Western countries don't even have half of what we have and they're doing fine. So why can't we just do the same and close our economy so that we can build from within? Thank you very much, Sean. We have Joe, who says, good morning, Mainland FM crew. With the OPEC production quota of Nigeria you rolled out, it means that we would make 4.9 trillion naira monthly times 12, which is 59 trillion for 12 months. funds. This excludes other revenue channels. This government needs sincere economic management gurus. Joe from Magborodie with a message. We have another one here. Sage, greetings to you. First, they came for the socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews and I did not speak out because I'm not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. Martin Numole, Nigerians rise because freedom is coming day from Festac. Read my message. Okay. Thanks. Anyways, that's all we have for you for today on Mainland Focus. Thank you so very much for coming along with us right from the start of the segment up until this very moment. We cannot take any more contributions, as you know, but we're due for another break, and then we'd have Creative Naija on your airwaves. If you listen to Creative Naija every Thursday, just like the title depicts, is basically focusing on our creativity as people and all the many other aspects of our human life that we can actually harness for national development. Many of you have been talking about how there's many other aspects of our national life that we can use, not just for revenue generation, but to improve the outlook of Nigeria to the globe. And so Creative Naija is a program that sort of does that, pushes people to the fore, so you could see the creativity and all the blessings that Nigeria currently occupies. I'm Sage Babalola. Thank you so much. After that break, enjoy Creative Naija, but I'll be back soon with the global news at noon. Don't go anywhere. We're at the sound of Lagos, Mainland 98.3 FM.